Today we are going to see one new scenario. As a title said, Kubernetes sidecar pattern shipping Nginx logs with the Ubuntu in the shared volume. So our scenario is this. We have the web server container running the Nginx image. The access and error log generated by the web server are not critical enough to be placed in the persistent volume. However, developers need access to the 24 hours of the log so that they can trace issue and bug. Therefore, we need to shift the access and error log for the web server to the log aggregation service. Following the separation of the concerns principles, we implemented the sidecar patterns by developing the second container that shifts the error and access log from the Nginx. Nginx does one things and it does it well, serving the web server. The second container also specializes in the task shipping the log. Since containers are running on the same pod, we can use the share mtddr volume to read and write the log. Create a pod, name the web server, create a mtddr volume shared logs, create two containers from the Nginx and Ubuntu image with the latest tag only, and remember mention the tag nginx.latest. Nginx container name should be Nginx container and Ubuntu container name should be Sidecar container on the web server pod. Add the command on the sidecar container sh-c while true do cat var log nginx access log and var log nginx nancy for 30 seconds. Mount the volume share logs on both the container at location itna and all containers should be up and running. So this is our scenario, and if we explain this scenario in the easy way, then I can explain like this. We have one pod in which the Nginx is running, which is serving the web page, means web application, and it's generating the log like access log and error log. That log is not much important, so the development team don't want to store for in the permanent storage, but they want for 24 hours, so they want some way to access for the 24 hours. So for that we have use here second container in the same pod, which are printing the log after every 30 seconds by the help of this command. Okay, so let's see how we are going to achieve this one. So here is the full YAML manifest to create the web server pod and sidecar container using the share mtttr volume logs. We are using the mtttr type of the volume because log is not required for the persistence. So here is the YAML file for pod. API version is v1, kind is pod, metadata is name of the pod is the web server. In a specs part, volume name is the share logs and volume type is the mtdr. The first container, Nginx container, image is the Nginx latest, and we have mounted the volume share logs at the var log Nginx. The second container, sidecar container, using the Ubuntu image with latest and which is running the command and after every 30 seconds printing the output of the access log and the error logs, and it also mounted on the volume share logs at the var log nginx. So first nginx is generating the log, means writing the log in on this path, and the second container reading the log from that part every 30 seconds. So after that we are going to apply this YAML file, and then we are going to check whether both the pod are running or not. And for the double confirmation we are going to check the log of the container sidecar container, whether the log are printing or not. So explanation of above one is that we have created one pod with the web server. It uses the shard blocks of the mtdr volume non-persistent share between the container, and the two container Nginx container run the Nginx latest and mounted on this path where log Nginx, and sidecar container use the Ubuntu latest read the log every 30 seconds using the shell loop. Okay, so how we are going to achieve in the our production cluster, let's see. So copy the YAML file. So all the command and every step are given in the blog, and blog link I will be attached in the resource part of this video. So this is our production cluster. Let's create one file pod.yaml YAML, and let's paste our YAML, then save it by save colon wq, then apply it kubectl apply hyphen f, then file name pod.yaml, pod is created. Now let's see kubectl get pod. So our pod is creating. Let's wait till it create. Now it's created and both the container inside the pod are running. Now let's see whether the log generated by the first container is printing in the second container or not by the help of the command kubectl logs web server pod name and hyphen c container name. Copy and paste it. So it's printing after every 30 seconds. It will print the logs. So this will be help the development team to troubleshoot if there is the any issue. So like this we can achieve our whatever the scenario we discussed today. Thank you. Happy learning. See you in the next video.